Here we go, round one underway.
With the Tang winning by knockout in his last fight. I believe that was in Phetchabun province. So Halamin still trying to find a footing here in Thailand. Getting clipped with a lot of shots here early on. But what you know about these Myanmar fighters is that they love to push forward and they love to just give punishment time and time again. Lovely right hand there from the Tang.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Kevin. What they lack in technique, they really do make up for in heart and sheer grit. They could just put on absolute wars. Great fight there. Sorry, great left hand there from Det Tang. It's an orthodox versus the southpaw, so it's the stronger sided weapons. So Det Tang wants to use his left hand in his left kick, and Halamin wants to definitely use his right hand. Here he comes forward with it.
And look at that. I mean, the Tang is already cut. I'm not sure what that was caused from. Maybe one of those elbows that saw Halamin just through.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you see the traditional kind of Muay Thai coming from Det Tang, but Halamin just saw Halamin just ignoring all that, just trying to bulldoze all the way through him in the first round.
And perhaps saw Halamin, perhaps used to fighting the different sort of rule set. He's probably getting used to the gloves.
Yeah, a lot of Burmese fighters coming from the left way background where no gloves at all, and definitely a different rule set.
And as you see from the 1-2 combination there from the Tang, it'll still be very painful with the gloves on, even for experienced fighters who have full bare knuckle boxing.
You see Det Tang's corner just shouting at him right now, saying you've got to go after that leg, you've got to go for that leg. That leg is hurt. We're getting a time off here from the referee, just asking the doctor to take a look at this cut. See a lot of support in Saw Halamin's corner from the Family Muay Thai Gym, who always come to support their fighters.
Yeah, the Family Muay Thai Gym, they've got a huge influx of Myanmar fighters in recent times. Saw Halamin being one of them. Lovely grit there from Saw Halamin, continuously pushing forward, but perhaps defense is out the window here for Saw Halamin as he gets swept.
Yeah, it definitely is. Just see, he's just blocking punches with his face, and we both know that doesn't last very long, Kevin.
No, not the best of ideas. But one thing's for sure, he is tough, and he is gritty.
But that cut, though, on Det Tang, he really wants to make sure he can defend the left side of his face. That cut's getting worse, and the blood is going down into his eye, and it's definitely annoying him, disrupting his vision. That's not good for him.
Yeah, it's definitely having an effect on the Tang. As the match continues, good right hand again from Saw Halamin. Saw Halamin had been not even thinking about defense whatsoever, and a good trip there from the Tang.
Yes,
the blood there from the Tang.
Saw Halamin just trying to walk through fire at the moment. He keeps on getting just cut down by these low kicks, these inside low kicks from Det Tang, who's going after the inside of the leg. It's so difficult to block those inside low kicks, especially from a southpaw. I mean, if anything, you can try and step back into southpaw, or just try and shin block them as much as you can, but he's landing them so fast. And there you go, that's the end of round one. Round two is coming up shortly. It looks like the elbow that did it. Stepping right through the guard, stepping into southpaw as well, just to land that right elbow through the middle. Caught the Tang right off guard.
I'll tell you what, if you compete with any fighter from Myanmar, you have to be at 100%.
It's true. I don't think so. I think we're going to need a crate of Vaseline being delivered to the stadium soon. Here we go, round two.
Always a good sign of a good night. Well, for me and you anyways, and the spectators at home, as Halamin continues to push forward.
Yeah, here he comes, Halamin, now going down low with the low kicks.
Fair to say, though, Halamin's game plan has not changed since round number one. And inside of the clinch, and there you see already. Big knees scoring there for the Tang. And again, going for the low kicks. Definitely a weak spot of Saw Halamin. He does not like that low kicks whatsoever.
No, he doesn't. I mean, he just keeps on walking into it. But there you go, good evasion there, stepping back into southpaw. Looks like he's not too bad in southpaw as well, Saw Halamin.
Yeah, I love that knee from Saw Halamin. But one thing that's obvious, he is thinking about those low kicks quite a lot. Always on his mind.
Great check right hit there from Det Tang.
Again, going for the low kick. You imagine that the Tang is going to start putting some combinations together and then go for the leg once again. Lovely right hand there from the Tang. The Tang again connects with another right hand.
Yeah, but you saw just then, Halamin just stepping back into southpaw to evade that low kick earlier on. Just eating one right there as he walked forward. His corner, Detang just shouting at him to go off that leg. I think you're right though, he does need to set it up, put a straight punch in front of it, maybe his jab, so he can land that low kick. He's just landing it out of range right now and missing.
Yeah, but despite that, so far in this round, there's no doubt about it, Detang is doing a lot better than he did in the first round. Using a lot more brains.
Yeah, no, he is, but you've got to admit, Saw Halamin's not doing too bad as well. It's not been a bad round for the Burmese fighter. He's getting caught at the last minute though. As soon as he lands his combinations, Detang is just there on the counter.
It could be the case that Detang has already figured his opponent out. I mean, a lot of the times, they take one round in order to try to figure out their opponent. I think he's done it. He knows the weaknesses from Saw Halamin, and he's exposing them right now.
Low kick there from Detang, trying to go for the right hook. We've seen him go for the right hook a lot now. Stumbling there. Saw Halamin in a left hand, and into the clinch we go. Good clinch work right here from Detang, making him center of gravity low and securing that vice grip lock around the back, around the top of the neck of Saw Halamin.
And despite the fact that Saw Halamin, he has the height advantage. You saw there in the clinch, Detang just pulled him down to his level.
Yeah, that's what you got to do when you're a little bit shorter than your opponent. You got to get nice and low in the clinch so that they can't throw you, and they get nice and close up and personal so they can't swing their arms through and get a better position.
I was about to say, finally seeing some low kicks from Saw Halamin, connecting very well, in fact. Maybe that's something he's going to want to go for. And again, both of them now in a deadlock as the second round comes to an end. See you in the third. Let's take a look at some of the action here. I mean, it started off really well. Saw Halamin picking up from when he left off in the first round, but seemed like Detang has maybe figured his opponent out.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I mean, we saw his game plan pretty much in that round, just go after Saw Halamin. Let's see who can finish strong in this third and final round.
Though Detang, he did take his time to get out of his corner. Perhaps some bad signs. Or maybe they just couldn't find the Vaseline.
Yeah, right. Just applying a bit more extra Vaseline. Right hook there from Detang. Halamin trying to attempt a body kick, but missing.
I think from your experience, you would know that there's never too much Vaseline.
Yeah, I mean, the only problem is as soon as you get hit once, just like that, right hand connects there for Saw Halamin. It just flies off. Just flies off the area, flies off the cut, and then you're back to square one.
That's right. It's very hard for it to stick. I mean, especially with all the blood, all the sweat. Lovely knee there to the backhand, straight down the middle. And Saw Halamin not very well versed on the inside, and a good left hand there from Detang. Detang going for the low kick. Detang again. Low kick. Right hand connecting. Detang fighting with a lot of brains in this round. Once again, once he figured his opponent out, it was just all Detang.
Yeah, I think he got a bit. He just was very surprised in the first round. Great left there, and down he goes. Halamin. Saw Halamin taking an 8 count in the third. Great punches there from Detang to put him down to the canvas.
In the beginning, I mean, we didn't think this man could get hurt after all the shots that he's taken, but he finally goes down. And Detang going to work on his opponent, looking for that knockout. Lovely left hand once again from Detang as he continues to go forward and dish out punishment on his opponent.
Yeah, it's the perfect shot to land against an orthodox fighter when you're a southpaw. The straight left, he's connected with it several times since the knockdown. I think that's 4 or 5 times in a row right now, Kevin.
It's the same combination again and again. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. And it doesn't seem like Saw Halamin has an answer for them.
Yeah, no, he doesn't at the moment. I mean, just keep it simple and stick to what's winning you the fight. Don't change the winning formula, especially right now if you've scored a knockdown with that particular punch.
I mean, not to sound, I don't know, harsh, but Saw Halamin perhaps should keep his hands up.
Yeah, rule number 1, protect yourself at all times. Got to keep those hands up. Hold your horns, as I like to say to my students back home. Try and have your hands as close to your forehead as you can.
Oh my goodness, and almost going out of the ring there. Thank goodness for ropes, Ali.
Yeah, thank goodness. No picks here at Lumpini Stadium. Right hand through the middle for Saw Halamin.
Right hands there once again, but missing. Low kick, landing for Detang. And he is in full control of this fight. There is no doubt about it. The Tang just cruising it to victory at the moment.
Left hand earlier on from Datang. Saw Halamin edging forward, but left hand again connects for Datang.
I'm being really impressed what we see from Datang, just 22 years of age. And what a performance that was to end the fight. And a lovely show of respect after the matchup.
Well, these two little guys did deliver though. I was really looking forward to that fight. I think it kicks off our show to a good start. Here are the replays.
Yeah, the Tang loved his performance here. Take a look at that knee. Straight down the middle, scoring a lot of points for him. And now we're just waiting to see that knockdown. Lovely right hand connecting for the Tang, and he's still trying to go for the kill, even as his opponent was on his way down. Don't think there's any doubt about it that the Tang will get his hands raised here, but looking forward to see how he's going to be matched up next. 121 pounds, a lot of potential opponents for the young man. And now we'll go to RMC for the official decision. Coming up next is going to be Morocco taking on
สุด
France.
ยอดคู่แรกนี่ก็โหระห่ำกันจนเลือดสาดหน้าจอทีวีแบบนี้นะครับแต่ผู้ชนะมีคนเดียวสำหรับคู่นี้ครับ The winner by unanimous is Red Corner